Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TarotCelebritea with your boy Ducky. Today, we are going to be reading some cards for Zhao Lucy and Chen Zhe Yuan. First and foremost, I want to apologize that I am most definitely sure that I am mispronouncing their names, and I am sorry that if I am mispronouncing their names. That is not my intention to disrespect them or in any way. Remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that, you may ask? That is because we do not have Zhao Lucy nor Chen Zhe Yuan here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards, how I'm interpreting the cards, is resonating with them or is not resonating with them. Let me shuffle that better. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt. And lastly, I apologize if my voice sounds funky. I was playing some computer games with some friends, and I get animated, and I was yelling, so my voice is tired today. But I'm about to make some more tea after this video, and it's gonna be Gucci. We're gonna be good. So all right, let's do Zhao Lucy and Chen Zhe Yuan's tarot card reading. So let's see their combined tarot card reading whenever they are together or talking about one another or around one another's energy. What is that energy like? What is their combined connection like? We got the Magician. Ooh, manifestations, baby. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got Four of Swords in reverse. Very lively. Lots of energy, for sure. With the Tower, yeah. I mean, remember when I said lively and lots of energy and then the Tower card showed up? That's exactly what their connection is like. It's very I'm gonna start here with the Four of Swords, actually, in reverse. You know, the Four of Swords, you can even look at it here. It's very serene, very calm, chill. But when this card comes in reverse, there's some like mental unease. But I don't really feel like this mental unease here with this connection is a bad thing. I just think that like they're just so mentally like captivating that they can't let their mind calm down because they're just so excited. They just always talk about things. They're just so animated, so lively is just the word that I keep seeing. And then like you could even see here these little like bugs that are holding this person's falling down, but these little bugs, these little butterflies are gonna help them have a safe landing. So I feel like here their connection is, it can be a little bit chaotic for other people, but they like that. They thrive on this like unexpected energy, and it's they just like to create a lot. They like to talk about, you know, things that they're working on, things that they're creating. They like to talk about ideas. They are huge manifestors, and I think here like they just can't stop talking about like what they've like manifested and how like their lives have gotten so amazing based off of, you know, just them really believing in their dreams and taking a shot for, like, you know, taking risks and taking leaps of faith, and how it's gotten them to such great places. And I just really feel like the both of them just connect in this way, and they're just they just keep on talking about it, and it's good. You know, like me and one of my friends, when we start talking about like spirituality and manifestation, we are the same way. Like we trip over each other's words because we're just so excited to speak, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Very nice, very lively, enthusiastic, and creative energy here between the two of them. Now let's do Zhao Lucy. When she thinks of Chen Zhe Yuan, what comes to her mind? What does she think? What does she feel? We got the Ace of Swords again, just like very intellectual energy. Two of Wands in reverse. All right. Maybe not the best work partnership. Probably because they talk a lot. Is just kind of what I'm seeing. They just get so excited that they get distracted. All right, so let's go on with Chen Zhe Yuan's thoughts on Zhao Lucy. When he thinks of Zhao Lucy, what comes to his mind? What does he think? What does he feel? This card. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Emperor. Wow. So we got fire here. There's a lot of fire here. Fire, fire, fire. Wands, and then swords, just intellectual mind. So let's start with Zhao Lucy's thoughts on Chen Zhe Yuan. When Zhao Lucy thinks of Chen Zhe Yuan, she thinks of someone who's just very mentally, a mental force. That to be, I guess, yeah, a mental force to be reckoned with, I guess, is just what I wanted to say originally. She just sees as someone who's very focused, and can see through the BS and can cut through like anything, and is just very eloquently spoken. They have very great ideas, and they just speak so well. They could sing well. They're just very clear. They have, I would imagine also, like, they just have a very clear singing or speaking voice is what Zhao Lucy thinks of Chen Zhe Yuan. She thinks that Chen Zhe Yuan just very, very intellectual, mentally focused, but also that focus can also translate into clear thinking and clear speech, clear singing. But on the downside, we got the Two of Wands here in reverse. So maybe Chen Zhe Yuan is like your boy Ducky here, where sometimes we just get excited and talk a lot, and it makes things a little bit difficult at work. So I think here, Zhao Lucy's like, maybe for work things, we need to be a little bit more separated, or we need to separate, personal conversations from work conversations, because it does seem here that maybe there is some mental unrest, and maybe part of the mental unrest is that they had to take several takes of like a show or of like recording something, because they're just so goofy and they talk a lot about things and they get sidetracked, and then they have to stay late hours or keep on working in order to finish the work. So that's what I'm seeing here. Now, Chen Zhe Yuan's thoughts on Zhao Lucy. Let's start with a little bit of the negatives here. When Chen Zhe Yuan thinks of Zhao Lucy, he thinks of someone who sometimes is easily prone to career burnout. She's just very focused on her career. She's very focused on her ambitions and determined to accomplish her goals. But sometimes, that determination, that fire, everything that you're working towards, you get so excited about that passion and that fire, that hard work ethic, that sometimes that double-edged sword is where you're prone to burnout. So there is a sense here where Chen Zhe Yuan sometimes thinks that Zhao Lucy burns herself out a little bit, more than most, because she's just so fast paced, going, always working towards her goals. But we also got the Emperor here. So although Chen Zhe Yuan thinks that Zhao Lucy sometimes is very prone to burnout, he also knows that the reason why she works so hard and sometimes burns herself out is because she's not only is she in control of her life, but she also wants that, that she has that royal mindset where she wants to have an empire. She's working towards an empire, building her own empire, and she wants to be, well, in this case, the emperor is the king, but she wants to be, the own queen, the own king of her castle. And that's why she sometimes works so hard that she burns herself out. But Chen Zhe Yuan thinks that she's just such an great control of her life that the burnout, it has to happen sometimes, especially with the strong work ethic that it seems that Zhao Lucy has. She's just very work focused, workaholic is kind of what I'm seeing. Let me turn off this heater, because it's getting a little too toasty in here. Okay. All right. So for those of y'all that are wondering, Zhao Lucy and Chen Zhe Yuan, is there potential for there to be something more here? Something maybe romantic? Y'all know that I don't really like to delve too much into this topic, but in order to appease the audience, I draw some cards. We got the world in reverse. Ooh. With the king of coins in reverse with the ace of coins. Wow. Um, hmm. Okay, so I'm getting one of two things. So we got the world here in reverse. The world is all about unfinished chapters when it comes in reverse. Normally, it talks about one finished chapter, moving on to the next, moving on to the next stage in your life. But when this card comes in reverse, um, I'm either getting the sense that like there's some unfinished business here between the two of them. And so is there potential? I don't know. I think the reason why I don't know here is that like I think there's someone here, and it could be Zhao Lucy with this king of coins coming up in reverse. There's some unfinished business here where there's some man here, a person of authority or a powerful figure, someone who's a great businessman. There's something here that has yet to be completed. And I don't know who this is or what this is, but there's something going on here where I'm not sure if they were to get into a relationship, it might not go well until this unfinished business is resolved. Maybe there's some kind of closure that needs to be had with this king of coins energy that's in reverse, where there's someone here who may be like a business person, or someone of high like merit, high caliber, of high importance, where they haven't really finished being able to being able to turn the page. Wow, can I speak today? But there's a solid grounded foundation here with the ace of coins. The two of them, if they were to get into a relationship, they do have a solid foundation. But I think here, I don't know if it's there's some unfinished business between Zhao Lucy and Chen Zhe Yuan here that needs to be had, and then afterwards, that solid foundation will help. Or if they do get in a relationship, they need to resolve this with someone else. It could be an ex, it could be like a coworker, or it could be like a boss, something that needs to be resolved. That way, if they do decide to go on this path, they can have that strong, solid foundation to build upon. So that's what I'm seeing there. Now let's finish off this video with some good old ducky advice for these two beautiful people. So let's finish off getting 2 cards and 1 oracle card for some advice. We got the Queen of Swords with the 8 of Swords. There's some restriction that needs to happen. And I'm going to say maybe it's Zhao Lucy needs to restrict herself. And it could be with this King of Pentacles energy in reverse, where maybe she is clinging on to someone, and it's not really letting her or allowing her to let go and to be free. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Facade. Yeah. So look at this here. Facade. This is a solar plexus chakra, which is all about our intellect, right? The solar plexus deals with our mentality, our mindset. So here, the advice for Zhao Lucy and Chen Zhe Yuan is to drop the facades, drop the masks, and to be honest, to really communicate. And I really think here with this Queen of Swords energy, maybe it's Zhao Lucy that needs to communicate openly and honestly about having a hard time letting go of masculine people in her life, or just like there's a sense here where like sometimes she holds on to their hands for too long, and and she cares or holds on to people who have a mask, you know. She thinks that she's holding on to someone. She thinks that she is trusting in this person, but that person that sometimes she trusts has a facade. And maybe that's where this kind of King of Pentacles with the world in reverse is coming into play, where she's still holding on to something. It could also just be Chen Zhe Yuan, but there's some kind of holding on here where they hold on to connections with people that are false, that have facades or masks, or maybe sometimes they hold on to this mask that I mean, because we all sometimes wear masks, you know. I am one who, even when I'm, you know, not wanting to speak, when someone wants to talk to me, I'm like, dang it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, let me put on this brave face. So there's something going on here where they just need to communicate um, some of the connections that they have that are maybe restricting them. They need to really be open about these and communicate openly and honestly about maybe some connections that they have that they find really difficult to let go of. But they know it's restricting them. They just need to be open and honest about these connections, these facades, these masks that maybe they put on themselves, or maybe they other people in their lives put on, and it's making it, and they find it really difficult to let go of these connections. But they know that these are restricting and limiting connections, so they really need to focus on that. Excuse me, I got like a little air bubble. All right, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Very lively connection here between the two of them. Just chatterboxes that sometimes gets them in trouble in the work in like place, because sometimes they get distracted and then they end up having to take longer to record or to shoot things. But yeah, but when it comes to romance, I think they have a great solid connection and foundation here. They just need to focus on letting go of um connections that no longer like serve them or suit them, that are limiting, and where they feel like they can't even really be their authentic selves. They need to let go of these connections, or they need to get closure, or let go of the need to get closure, if that makes sense. Sometimes, you know, not having an answer is an answer, and whether we're okay with it or not, we need to learn to be okay with it, and learn to let go. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. Very exciting. I would love to see, you know, how these two are like in person, just because it just seems like they're very lively. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you so much for requesting this video and for watching it. If you watched this, I went way over my 15-minute time that I like to stay in, but I think it's just I just kept blabbing on just because I just feel the energy of how these two can be based off of the cards. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others. And as always, stay hydrated, which is what I'm about to do is make me some more hot tea. It's gonna be great. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.